Good evening, everybody. I'm having some technical difficulties, so give me just funky tonight. Good Lord Almighty. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Good to see everybody. I'll be kicking up the chat over there on the Rumble stream. Get that thing up and running. And save the changes. Hooray, hooray, hurrah. Good Lord Almighty. Now, if you can't hear me, I do apologize. Like I said, I'm having some difficulties. So give me just a second. The stream will stay up, but I'm going to disappear for just a second. Lord Almighty. Audio. Yep, no, it looks like I do have audio. And for whatever reason, hey, Cool Gamer, good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Trying to get my stuff up and running. For whatever it isn't happening. So give me just about 30 seconds. Hey, good. Give me about 30 seconds. I have to restart one of my damn programs. It was giving me problems right before this, but I'll be right back. Oh, Jesus. Little errors happening everywhere. Why is it giving me a hard time on the Rumble side? Let me see. Yeah, this is the bad part about some of these streams is you think everything's going smooth, and then for whatever reason, it doesn't. Count over my content. Why is it not working? Let's see. Let's see if it happens here. Great. It's working. At least that's working. Jeez Louise. So many errors. Yeah, but the audio is not correct. It's coming out through something else. So give me just a second and I will see if I can fix it. Yeah, my audio. I have no audio right now. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Now we should have a little bit of audio that's happening correct. I can hear the sound now, and everything seems to be working like it should. Jeez Louise. What a night. What a night. So, how is everybody doing this evening? Good Lord Almighty. Feel my temperature rising. Good to see you, Flatty. Good to see you. And of course, my test over on Rumble works, so that means that is working over there. And of course, Cool Gamer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, much better. Thank you. I was having technical difficulties and had no idea I was going to have technical difficulties. That's how this shit happens most of the time. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be me screwing something up really damn bad. So tonight, oh my gosh, where do I start? It has been a very busy week. So this is how my weekend started. My weekend started wife saying she wanted to have some uh, pegboard put into her shed. It's not a she shed. Don't get it wrong, because a lot of my stuff is in there too. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll get that taken care of, and I get the pegboard in there. And she wants to paint it. She wants to prime it, paint it, and then she wants the ceiling painted, the walls painted, and everything pulled out. So we got everything taken out of there. Got the floor taped off because it's got some anti-slip stuff on the floor to keep it so you don't like bust your ass whenever the floor gets a little bit of moisture on it. And then let's see what else. So I got the most of the ceiling like sprayed, most of the walls, and she did all the rest of the walls. But it was, an ordeal going to pick up the paint. Plus, she wanted to have like some coverings. Can't stop. You can stop in here for a few minutes. Hey, good to see you. Glad you could make it. But no, what my goal was tonight, and just sort of a chill kind of hangout kind of, and there might be some people that come in, and just sort of going over a little bit of the Fannie Willis stuff, and just talk about politics in general. So it's chill. We're just going to make fun of everybody tonight. I've got really not a whole lot going on tonight. Normally I would do the Sunday streams where we would do a story time. But this weekend, a couple people couldn't make it. And of course my computer is going to continue doing these little restart issues. So couldn't make it. So that was fine. No big issues, because life comes more important. And then we had let's see, what was it? Well, a little bit of the death in the family. So next weekend I won't be streaming, which is fine. I mean, no biggie. And it's just sort of a chill kind of night. Nothing spectacular. What I'll do is I'll be redirecting everybody over to MG Law after this is over, so they can go over and watch over there with him for a bit, hang out, shoot this shit, have a little bit of fun. And just, like I said, tonight is just chill. It is. There's nothing spectacular going on. Just like I said, this was sort of spur of the moment. I meant to set it up this morning, but because I was so busy with getting out the door, I mean, whenever I say getting out the door, it was like really getting out the damn door, at the first thing in the morning. So I didn't have time to set it up, and then I was working on the shed all day. And that was fine. It was good spending time with my wife, and then I made dinner tonight. So nice bit of what do you call it, spaghetti. Yeah. So my spaghetti mixture has a little bit of the what do you call it, has some of the Italian sausage in there. There we go. I'm gonna drink a little bit tonight. Some Italian sausage in there, had some ground beef, green peppers, onions, mushrooms, some just spaghetti sauce, add a little bit of paste in there, some just a little bit of butter, not a whole lot, and then I'll add what do you call it? Some spices that we got from Italy. They're really tasty. Adds a little bit of heat to it. Um, Fannie Willis at LI, same as former my USDA, Rachel Rollins, the far left plant, Soros funded, weaponized by the deep state. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every single one of them are just freaking crooked as hell. They get funded that way, and it is what it is. There's not much you can do about it. um i had uh I had recorded some of this stuff earlier. um so when I recorded this earlier, I was just sort of looking to get it on the get it on the record. Now I've the past couple of days I've been recording. Well, past week, last week I was recording what MG is going to be showing, which is a serial killer in Alaska that got busted and caught for deleting some ladies of the night. I guess that's what you'd call them. And the only reason that he got busted, good Lord, what did they do to my damn my drink here? It's all screwed up. The only reason he got busted is because some other prostitute stole his flash drive. When they stole his flash drive, they turned it in to the police after downloading and uploading it. And I don't know, I would be shitting my pants about that time, finding that some dude had been deleting people, and I just spent a few hours with this guy. I'd be a little freaked out. So the fact that she actually was managed to spend a night with this guy, and he didn't delete her, it's creepy, it's weird. But yeah, he's on trial for that, and I don't know where MG is on it. What I did do is upload the whole video, so if you ever want to watch it without commentary or anything like that, it is on my channel. But if you want to hear some of the context and some of the story behind it, definitely listen to MG. Damn computer's acting like a pain in the ass, because he's going to give you some of the insight on that stuff. Yeah, he's good people. Yeah, he's another Jack the Ripper. I don't know. See, that's a weird part about it, because he got arrested after coming back from Washington. Like, I believe Washington State, not Washington D.C., Washington State. They held him and questioned him and had an interrogation with him. So it's pretty crazy. Dude's married, and his wife is like a security officer of some sort, or it's a weird situation. But yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Okay, I thought that was the high rye. I'm drinking some redemption rye tonight. No, I don't think he's another Jack the Ripper. Because Jack the Ripper wouldn't beat them and record him doing that, as far as we know. I mean, he might have. You never know with these people. Some people will do really weird stuff. And what I'll do is I'll pull this media player up if I can. Entire screen. No, we'll just pull up the window. Share audio. Nope, that's not it. Let me see if I can share the video file. Videos. Fanny. Because it's Fanny. Fanny. I believe this is the first one right here. Or it might be part 2. I think this is part 2.
And the listed order. So
yeah, that's the one right there. So yeah, so Fanny, is, geez Louise. Now this is the final day. This is the first day. So the first day, this guy comes in, SCA, whatever. This guy right here comes in, and he's also one of the last people that's in on the last day. So he comes in. Jesus, my damn computer is blinking on me. So he comes in, and they basically are screaming attorney-client privilege, and they really don't want him to testify at all, because what he knows, he had actually texted with this little blonde chick. He had spent with her right there. I think you can see that with her, spent a little time texting this stuff to her, letting her know what the hell was going on. And there was some funky stuff going on. And she's got texts of these, and some of it is gossip, and some of it is bullshit. But yeah, it's all attorney-client privilege with this guy. So he gets in there, and then of course, as he's talking, they'll say attorney-client privilege, and some of this stuff I can probably speed up pretty fast for you. Jeez Louise, damn computer.
I don't have to say anything at all about Mr. Wade once I have an attorney-client relationship with him, because it would be deemed confidential. And if it's deemed confidential, I can't talk about it. And there's no such case law to that effect in Georgia. There is no bar rule to that effect. The only thing the court has to do is say, are we talking about attorney-client privilege or pure confidence?
Where does the saying eye for an eye come from? Hell if I know. I don't know where that comes from. I'm not smart.
Confidential information. And once you decide it's confidential information, you ordered Mr. Bradley to testify, and then it's up to his counsel to decide whether he wants to have his client held in contempt after you've ordered him to testify.
And Judge,
that's an overstatement. We have not said that he can't testify to anything. The specific question on the table is, what observations do you have from Mr. Wade and Ms. Willis from that point on?
Holy cow, Mr. Starro, good to see you. Lurking while trying to sleep. Well, you get some rest and sleep well, because you got a long day tomorrow. Especially if this crap is still going on. If I'm not mistaken, Nick has also been covering this particular one. So if you want to get some insight on this, definitely go check out Nicholas, and he's got this stuff on the doing it live. Who impeached Fani Willis on these accusations? No, actually, it wasn't Trump's attorneys. It was another guy, and I can't remember his name off the Dodgen or something like that. It was a different plaintiff, because whenever they sued, whenever the state of Georgia was going after Trump for vote, what was it? It was some. Basically, they're just going after him on election fraud charges, and so there's a bunch of defendants on that particular for all these charges, and so one of the defendants on there brought this information up, which basically would, and it's not uncommon, they could easily discharge her as being able to have anything to do with this case. It's not uncommon. It happens quite often, as former governor said, Mr. Roman. Yeah, Mr. Roman. Then the hearing was scheduled. More joined in on it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. See, it's crazy. So this is basically a hearing to make sure that she can't go after these folks. Sorry.
Now, the defense and their teams have made an allegation of some impropriety.
And what I'll do is I'll skip through some of this stuff, because it's like this guy right here, after he gets done, is Durante Partridge. So he has a little bit to say, his client.
Ms. Yardy subletting it to Ms. Willis. Ms. Yardy actually moved into a different residence, per our conversation with Ms. Merchant yesterday. That is exactly what it is. So there was no overlapping or any time that they stayed together, nor does Ms. Yardy have any information as it relates to Mr. Wade staying at that condo as well with that of Ms. Willis. So again, Judge, I'm renewing.
Okay, no, we don't need to hear it again. Ms. Merchant.
Judge, luckily, I don't have to tell.
So what this was is they were making a motion to quash. The judge was like, yeah, your motion was denied. We're not denying the motion to quash. She's gonna basically come in and hope Fannie Willis the worst of luck. Yeah, I mean, I don't wish her ill will. I mean, I think that she's crooked and misinformed on a lot of shit, but she actually was a judge at one point in time. So she was trying a lot of people. I don't have any personal interaction with her. Though I do live in the state of Georgia, I'm also not a criminal, so I don't have to worry about that. My wife is an attorney, so she's probably had cases in front of her before, but indifferent to her. I honestly could care less about her. I found it just very interesting, the whole process of this court of basically removing a DA from being able to prosecute something. I found that really interesting. Personally, it's a bunch of trumped up charges. It's funny. So yeah, this is and here's Miss Yardie. Miss Yardie's going to come on. She is or was aiming for Attorney General for Georgia after her term ends in December 31st. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're pains in the butts, like they're doing everything they can to go after Trump. And this is just one more case they have. And then they can say, oh, look, he has all these court cases against him. And it's really just the left, just like, let's see how much shit we can throw at the fan. Whatever sticks.
Of course, aware this is Ms. Willis is not on trial. Ms. Willis is not a party to the litigation outside her.
It doesn't matter. Miss Willis is not on trial, but Miss Willis can be disqualified from prosecuting this case.
Obligation to pursue criminal charges for the state.
Ms. Merchant. I guess it's evolved into a hearsay objection.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
And we plan on calling Ms. Willis to the stand. She's under subpoena, so hearsay will be cured. If there is a hearsay objection as far as that issue. But we do still think that it's a statement against interest. Ms. Willis has filed a document that states that they met at this municipal court conference. So
Your Honor, I think maybe I can streamline a little bit. State will stipulate that District Attorney Willis and Mr. Wade met in October 2019 at the judicial conference that we've been talking about. There's no reason to get it.
Oh, yeah. I cheered on DA Rollins' resignation. I hope Norfolk County, Massachusetts DA Michael Morrissey's arrest. Yeah, I mean, if people are doing crooked shit, then most definitely they should be removed from ever serving the public, because they're not doing a good service to the public. They're doing a disservice to the public. And that's what we really want to avoid, is that kind of disservice to the public. And we'll close that and close that. And I will just bring this in here. So this is state's opposition, and I will just bring this up. Share the screen. What is it? Entire screen. No, window. That right there. There we go. So this right here was the state's opposition to defendants Roman Trump and Chile's motion to dismiss and disqualify the district attorney. Comes down state of Georgia, blah, blah, blah. Robert. Damn computer. Motion to dismiss grand jury indictment. Motion to disqualify the district attorney filed by defendants Roman, Trump, and Chile. While the allegations raised in various motions are salacious and garnered the media attention they were designed to obtain, none provide this court with any basis upon which courts believe they seek. Unequivocally, the evidence facts demonstrate that, blah, blah, blah. District Attorney Willis has no financial conflict of interest that constricts a legal basis for disqualifications. But see, here's the trick to it. Is she doesn't have to have it. All she has to have is the appearance of it, and she can be disqualified. District Attorney has fucking shit. District Attorney Willis has no personal conflict or interest that justifies her disqualification personally or that of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, which is incorrect. She does have a personal conflict. The attacks on Special Prosecutor Wade's qualifications are factually inaccurate, unsupported, and malicious, in addition to providing no basis whatsoever to dismiss the indictment or disqualify a special prosecutor. Let's see. District Attorney Willis has made no public statements that warrant disqualifications. Yes, she has. She's made quite a few public statements. Criticism of the process utilized to appoint and compensate the special prosecutors in this case demonstrates basic misunderstandings of the rudimentary county and state regulations that provides no legal basis for dismissal or indictment, blah, blah, blah. And so she goes on through all this kind of stuff. So this is her argument. And of course, she's going to say that she swears, blah, blah, and blah, 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 more shit. Speculative conflict, and she's gonna just go in with, she's basically throwing a bunch of code references for the state of Georgia, battle versus state, find the prosecutor, fact witness. I hate this with the computer whenever it does this crap. It keeps restarting the video on me, so it acts really funky. And of course, it's just going to go down through all of the bullshit that she's throwing out there. Any personal relationship among members of the prosecution team does not amount to disqualifying conflict of interest or otherwise harm a criminal defendant. Yeah, it could. And if I'm not mistaken, that it would basically, it can cause some serious problems with this bullshit. Let's see. It does not follow that professional people will allow intimacy to interfere with professional obligations. Yes, that's not always true. We have found no authority and none has been cited to us for the proposition that married lawyers, but they are not married. Right here. Here's the thing. We have found no authority and none has been cited to us for the proposition that married lawyers who are involved in active litigation on opposing sides of a case must be disqualified. Well, they're not on opposing sides and they're not married. So what does it matter? Attacks on disqualification, Special Prosecutor Wade are both unfounded and evidence of bad faith and blah, blah, blah. And there is no evidence of improper conflict of interest in this appointment. So basically they've got this long page of documents. Well, I just saw a picture. That's really weird. Let's see. What's this? Enjoy some Greek music while getting the word out. Ashley Merchant is at the Marietta Greek Festival. So yeah, she voted for Wade, whatever. And that's probably why they brought this stuff up. It's sort of disgusting. Not really wanting to see that. And then of course they go through Exhibit A, which is personally appeared before me, just basically his God, good Lord Almighty, feel my temperature. Let's see. Good Lord. So all of this stuff is basically just a bunch of hoopla right here. So what it's got right here, Brazen Robert Motel Gazelle was captured taken on phone by motel security. Don't know what this is supposed to be. Daily Journal, Marcus Brown, Terrence Coleman, Maya Lee, 5 teens arrested in China walk sleigh. Then Council of Municipal, Georgia's top lawyers, Nathan Wade, Esquire, top lawyers. That doesn't really mean anything. These things right here is, Georgia's top lawyers don't really mean a whole lot. They really don't. Then you've got, NAACP because speaking truth to power. Oh, hooray. That was an 01. I think I was around for that one. I think I went to that particular one. I wasn't too enjoying it too much. And of course, here's another little medal of honors, and he's got all these appreciations and appreciation awards, and basically saying, "Oh no, he's not a bad guy. He does everything by the book." It doesn't mean anything. A bunch of fluff is what it boils down to. So give a bunch of fluff, and that's what you'll get. Good Lord Almighty, why is it moving all the way over there? There we go. So basically, it talks about his hours Because what's really weird is it says 8 hours at $250 an hour. No, that sounds about right. That's not abnormal compensation right there. $250 an hour in Atlanta, that wouldn't be really high. And Fulton County also probably puts a cap on what their attorneys can get. They probably have a certain amount that they're allowed to do, which, $250 sounds about right per hour. Drafting, trial research, team meeting, blah blah blah, and and some of these are Fannie Willis may be calling a meeting. But this, if you understand this, motions research, team hearing, prep, attorneys meetings, it was really weird that he doesn't have it broken down, because he keeps showing his group conference. So he spent 19 hours between these 2 days. That's not unfounded, but where's the rest of his group and his paralegals? Where's the charge for that? Witness interviews. So it sounds to me like he's charging for his paralegals work too, because a lot of this work could have been done doing like court hearing, investigation, team prep, and motions. A lot of these motions as paralegal could have been doing interviews, motions in court, team meetings in court, blah blah, trial prep. Some of this would be paralegal work. Review graphics and instructions. Yeah, 8 hours. That's a little crazy. I would understand if he would have had a paralegal going over some of this stuff, and then paralegal basically briefs him on it, and then more meetings, which is probably one of the prosecution's teams wanting to sit down and have a meeting. 16,000 Exhibit 4. This is their flight 18D and 11B. So looks like her seat for 1482. Whatever, don't care. Yeah, I mean, this is nothing. Method of payment gives the last four of the credit card. Don't really care. Nathan Wade receipt. 18E. So he was sitting next to her to Miami. Arrived in Atlanta, and of course 229. That was different credit. That's the same credit card. So yeah, you paid for it with the same credit card. It's looks shady. Looks shady as shit. So what does it say right here? It says grand jury have been empowered to review this. Fucking computer just keeps restarting on the video. It's horrible. It's damned annoying is what it is. Man, I want to do. I've got a third monitor, but for whatever reason it isn't working. I'll figure it out tomorrow. So all of these admins: Barwick, Carnsdale, Cox, Dunway, Eaton, Edwards, Ellerby, Farmer, Glanville. These are all attorneys or judges right here. Newkirk, Richardson. Like I recognize quite a bit of them. Fulton County Clerk, Superior Court, Kathleen Tina Robinson. I dealt with her quite a bit. She's pretty cool. Brad Raffensperger. Well, there's nothing recalculated, because if you look at the numbers are the numbers, and so you can slice that dice any way you want. But at the end of the day, President Trump came up 11,800 votes short. And I had the numbers, and here are the real facts. Though 28,000 Georgians did not vote for anyone for president of the United States of America, they skipped. They didn't vote for Biden. They didn't vote for Trump. They didn't vote for Libertarian Joe Jorgensen. They just left it blank. Senator David Perdue got 20,000 more votes than Metro, blah, blah, blah. Chuck Todd, Fulton County, blah, blah. Raffensperger, no, I haven't been. I think she's busy. Chuck Todd is very legitimate. Well, I'm an engineer, not a lawyer. And so I'll let her follow that process and let her bring it before the people. You said you wouldn't have released a phone call. Had President Trump not tweeted. That's a little bit disconcerting to me, blah, blah, blah. So basically just a private conversation between these folks right there. Nothing spectacular. That's all it really is just a private conversation between two people. Doesn't really mean jack squat. It really doesn't. So we'll get back to this one right here.
Secondhand from this witness, that's true.
All right, you accept the stipulation, Ms. Merchant?
Yes.
All right.
Am I permitted then to ask questions about that, since it's now not hearsay?
If it's just to a stipulation, if it's just to that basic fact, I don't think we need a question, but if there's a follow-up that you
Okay.
think is admissible, go for it.
Miss Yurdy, you have personal knowledge that Miss Willis and Mr. Wade began their romantic relationship soon after this time that they met at the municipal court.
I'm going to object to that question. That certainly is a leading question. No foundation has been laid for
She
how
has
this
to-
witness would
she
have
has-
personal
she's-
knowledge of that. And until that's happened, the state objects.
Jesus Christ.
Judge,
She's already stipulated to a lot of these things, and she's trying to speed up the process so we can just get done and over with this. And of course, now they want to scream foul. Just like, oh, we haven't done this. Just like, you know, all the questions that she's going to ask ahead of time. And you could have raised all the objections beforehand. And of course, so this poor lady's just going to sit there and go, yep, I did, whatever. Yeah, she has no love for Fanny.
I think you can do a yes or no and then follow up with how she knows it.
thank you. Do you know if Miss Willis and Mr. Wade started dating in October of 2019?
I don't know if it was October of 2019.
Could it possibly be November of 2019?
Could possibly.
Okay. And when we spoke, you said it was shortly after the municipal court conference, though, correct?
Yes,
Okay. So you know that their relationship, their personal relationship began shortly after this municipal court conference.
yes,
And when I say personal, romantic. I just want to make sure we don't get in an argument over what personal and romantic is later. When I ask you personal, do you take that to mean romantic?
yes,
And do you understand it
There we go.
that their
Romantic.
relationship began in 2019 and continued until the last time you spoke with her?
yes,
And you were essentially her best friend during this time, right?
not best friend, good
Okay.
friend.
Good friend. Okay. Close friend. And so would you frequently socialize with her?
Yes,
And you saw her at work every day?
yes,
So you had a chance to see them interact together on a personal level.
yes,
And so from everything that you saw, heard, witnessed, it's your understanding that they were in a romantic relationship beginning in 2019.
yes,
And when you left the DA, oh, I'm sorry, let me ask you. You said that Miss Willis came to live with you in April of 2021. I'm sorry, April 1st, 2020 or 2021?
she didn't live with me. I never lived with her.
I'm sorry, she took over your lease in April 1st, 2020, correct?
No, 2021.
Okay, I had it both ways, so I'm glad you clarified. So when she took over your lease in April 1st, 2021, it's your understanding she moved out of the house that she was sharing with her father and started staying at the condo.
Yes,
And is it your understanding that that's because she needed to have her own space
yes,
away from her father?
yes,
When you left the DA's office, was it, were you fired?
no, I resigned.
You resigned, okay. Just one moment, Judge.
Crazy. Yeah. So she got
Um,
some questions.
Can
Come
you
on.
tell us why you resigned the DA's office?
The number of things that was happening.
A number of things that were happening. Is that what you said, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, because lady was a
What
bitch.
what was happening that caused you to resign?
There we go.
it
Volume down a little bit.
was a spiral of things, so. I guess the last straw is I was put in a department that I knew had no knowledge about. Something happened. And I didn't like it. They didn't like it. And that was it.
Okay. Did you have any falling outs with Miss Willis?
Well, we never
Oh, yeah.
spoke after that.
You never spoke after that. Okay.
Yeah.
And so without going into all the painstaking details, there is no doubt in your mind that from 2019 until 2022, Miss Willis and Mr. Wade were in a romantic relationship.
What's the question?
You have no doubt that their romantic relationship was in effect from 2019 until the last time you spoke with her.
No doubt.
And that's based on your personal observations and speaking with them and seeing them together and things like that.
Yeah.
No other questions. Thank you. The other folks may have some questions for you, Ms. Yurdy.
Stay down.
Want me to go to the-
Yeah. See, she goes through
If it's
this
more than a
this
couple
person really
questions,
quick.
then sure, but if not,
It's only a couple questions.
Okay.
I think- Can the court reporter hear me okay?
Yeah.
Ma'am, let me be very specific. Did you talk with Miss Willis about her romantic relationship with Mr. Wade?
Yes,
Oh,
Did Miss Willis tell you on more than one occasion that she was engaged in a romantic relationship with Mr. Wade prior to you leaving the district attorney's office?
did she tell me or did I observe?
I'm staying right now with the tell me.
Yes,
Did she tell you that in the year of 2020?
yes.
yes,
In the year of 2021?
yes,
Are you certain that Miss Wade told you, I'm sorry, Miss Willis told you about the romantic
Miss
relationship
Wade.
with Mr. Wade prior to November 1st of 2021?
yes,
Now, did you also have observations of Mr. Wade and Miss Willis together prior to November 1st of 2021?
Hey, Christine. Good
Yes.
to see you. Let
And
you
are
go
those
make-
observations, were those in a social setting?
yes,
And did you observe them do things that are, say, common among people having a romantic relationship?
yes.
Such as, can you give us an example?
Hugging, kissing, just affection.
All before November 1st of 2021, correct?
Yes,
That's all I have.
Mr. Stocks,
Ma'am, did I understand you to say that there was a period of time when you and Miss Willis lived together?
no,
No.
No further questions.
Mr. Durham,
No, nothing for me, Your Honor.
Mr. McDougald,
Nothing.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Rice.
It's a lot of
Morning, Ms.
attorneys.
Yurdy. Were you aware in 2021 of any trips, social trips that Miss Willis and Mr. Wade took together?
no,
Are you aware of any social trips that Miss Willis and Mr. Wade took together in 2022?
no,
And are you aware of them in 2020 or 2021 spending the evening together overnight?
no,
No further questions.
That
Mr.
was some
Gillen.
good questions.
No questions. Your Honor.
Mr. McCullough,
Solid answers too.
and Mr. Cromwell.
No questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Cross.
I do have some questions. Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Yurdy, we haven't met before, is that correct?
correct,
You're able to see and hear me okay?
yes,
All right. I want to start with a couple things. Now, I think you've made it clear that you never lived, and we'll call it the South Fulton address, the South Fulton condo that you were leasing. You never lived at that address with the District Attorney Willis, correct?
correct,
And never at any time.
never,
All right. You never observed
we
or
know
have any
all this
information
stuff.
about District Attorney Wade and District Attorney's Office.
Yeah.
My name's
So-
Nathan Wade,
Nathan Wade,
NATHANWADE.
Good morning, Mr. Wade.
mug
morning.
as all get out.
Um,
Hey,
Prior to
Fee, why-
filing this
to
motion
see
to
you.
disqualify, you and I were friends.
That you could make it by.
Yes,
And in fact, I supported
You
you when
already
you
were
ran for
here
judge in
earlier.
2016.
you did.
Oh, good to see you.
I
Good
wore
to
your
see you.
shirts. My kids wore your shirts.
Ms.
we carried
Merchant,
signs.
your personal
Don't care.
opinions have no
Don't
relevance.
care. Thank
It's
you.
supposed to be number.
Yeah. We know.
May 10th, 2023. Judge Thompson heard a motion to compel in your divorce case as well, correct?
So what they're going through right now is they're basically they're getting they're getting information about him and Fanny. And this is, sort of long and drawn out. It goes most of the day. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Just constant grilling, asking this guy, oh, did you do X, Y, or Z?
And you said that you didn't. You've already testified to that earlier. But in this affidavit, you swore that you had travel expenses and shared expenses on travel with Ms. Willis.
Again, during the course of my marriage, I had no relationship or receipts.
I'm not asking.
That there was
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, so he's going to sit here and argue these kinds of things where he's fine picking all of the bullshit. And if you're not an attorney, you can find it rather annoying.
Them. So that's the sole remaining exhibit in line of questioning here?
Yes.
And in terms of the follow-up questions, would it just be for him to say what's reflected in these documents themselves?
If they have an objection to the certificates that Fulton County has given, I would admit them through him because he could recognize
Right,
them.
but assuming they're admitted.
Yeah, nothing nefarious there, except that, everything was paid in cash. Like that is one thing they made very clear, that everything was paid in cash.
Let me just to keep it consistent, I'll go in order. So Mr. Sadow is deferring, then I'll go to Mr. Stocks.
But I would like an answer to my question.
And you may get one. I would like us to start at a high level before we drill down into specifics to see whether he actually contradicted that interrogatory, if I'm making sense.
Doesn't matter.
Well, the interrogatory is relatively direct and explicit. Sexual relationships with a person other than your spouse during the course of the marriage, including the period of separation.
Yeah, this is a very
Yes, sir.
important.
Okay. Now, these are the interrogatories.
All right, this is going to be a very important one because these right here, whenever this guy gets up and starts questioning him, I think it brought to light where they could easily lose. It depends on how the judge finds and what he has to say about it. But this is probably one of the more important parts of all of this.
Cross Defense Exhibit 14.
They're exactly what I got from the county attorney. Apparently they didn't want to testify, so they gave us a certification but didn't put these in, so they're gonna have to testify if they're disputed because I got them from them.
The documents the difference between the two document productions what is the difference?
They didn't
Bank
even get
records,
these.
bank records, credit card statements, things like that, wouldn't ordinarily be part and course of the Fulton County records.
But I got them from the Open Records portal, so that's where I printed them.
No, I understand. But the difference in production, Ms. Merchant, you've taken a look at them and they're actually material to your case?
Yes.
In what way?
They're all of his invoices, Judge, and then he has this is what I got from them. It's all of his invoices, and one of the invoices a reimbursement that he printed some things and put for the reimbursement. I mean,
Okay.
I don't really care if they take the reimbursement out because they actually are already admitted in the other exhibit I did.
I don't have any problem with the invoices. The invoices are clearly the records and contained in the certification. So if we remove the items
Invoices,
that are
records.
in dispute, then I don't have an objection to the exhibit.
They're already
Blah,
in it.
blah.
These are the-
The next
So
guy
you're
coming up
removing
is
them?
very
You want
important.
to take them out?
All right. So again, let's
So
have
that's what
opposing counsel
we're
look at a
paying
revised
attention
Exhibit
for.
14 and then I'll hear
next go
whether
around
there's any
on this.
objection.
Yeah, don't care. This part doesn't matter. It's your show. It really doesn't. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Come on, get to it. It's
No
ridiculous.
defendant state has no objection.
Come on.
The interrogatory that
Here we
I
go.
believe, as we indicated, that
So this interrogatory is very, very important. So pay close attention to the questions that he asked, the questions that are given in this particular one. Especially what this guy, the point that this guy is bringing up, and this is where it becomes the most important part of all of it.
There really, I think on page 2, the one that starts off, describe each instance in which you've had sexual relations. You see that one?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, that interrogatory begins, describe each instance in which you have had sexual relations with a person other than your spouse during the course of the marriage.
So listen to this, because he's going to be very specific about the question the thing that he poses in this interrogatory. So anybody outside of your marriage that is not related to you by blood or whatever, anybody that you're spending the night with, even after you've been divorced or separated, doesn't matter. It's part of that interrogatory. So this becomes very important. Pay close attention to the question that he's asking and the answer that's given, because the answer that's given, oh, the marriage was already broken. That's not the question that was asked. That was not, and you're giving the wrong answer to the question that's asked.
Including the period of separation. You see that?
Including the
Now,
period of separation.
these were filed on May the 30th, 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, at that time, you had had sexual relations with Miss Willis, correct?
Well,
Your Honor, I'm gonna
I'm going to object.
object to the question as phrased. I think the question is properly at that time, certainly asked about his answer, but I object to.
All right, Mr. Gillen, I just ask you to rephrase, but I think you can make the same point.
Well, Your Honor, it's a specific interrogatory, and I would, so the words do matter, and I would like him to answer
Yes.
whether or not he'd had sexual relations with Miss Willis, because if he answered yes, then this interrogatory is a false interrogatory. So I would ask the court's indulgence. I'm not here to jump into some salacious bedroom situation, but this is an interrogatory that matters. So I would ask the court's indulgence.
Ms. Cross?
Questions have been asked and answered several times. I understand Mr. Gillen is coming at it from a different way, but this question is not substantively
Doesn't
different
matter.
than those that have already been asked and answered in the information that he.
But the question is very thorough and very precise. You know, they see, the DA wants them to drill down and be very specific about the questions that they're asking. The people that are defending Fannie and all this bullshit, they're telling them, you need to be very specific on the questions that you ask. You have to be very specific on the answers. If you want these answers, then you have to be very specific on them. And that's what they're giving them. They're giving very specific questions. They're looking for very specific answers, and they're still wanting to argue. Oh, don't ask that question. That just might make our guy look really bad.
All right, Mr. Gillen, I'll allow maybe this question and one more, but I think you are asking it in a different way, and I'll ask you to stick to the point.
All right.
He
Now,
does. Very much.
As
to the
of
point.
May the 30th, and may I ask the question that okay, thank you, Your Honor. As of May the 30th, 2023, you had had sexual relations with Miss Willis, isn't that correct?
the interrogatory, sir, asks during the course of the marriage and the period of separation.
Excuse me.
My
Your Honor,
response,
I would ask that
During the course of marriage or during the separation, and of course his response to this is going to be, well, it had nothing to do with that. Because the marriage was broken. I was done with that bitch, basically is what he's saying. So it doesn't qualify.
the court direct the witness to answer my question, yes or no. As of May the 30th, 2023, had you had sexual relations with Miss Willis? Yes or no?
Mr. Gillen, let's start with at the higher level whether he believes he answered it truthfully, and then we can drill down into why or why not he doesn't, and maybe we'll end up exactly where you left us.
Well,
No.
but again, Your Honor, the point of it is that the words matter, and we have to establish what did and did not happen, and then he can give whatever explanation he chooses to what apparently is a false answer. But I would like an answer to my question.
And you may get one. I would like us to start at the high level before we drill down into specifics to see whether he actually contradicted that interrogatory, if I'm making sense.
He did.
Well, the interrogatory
Very
is
obvious
relatively
he did.
direct and explicit. Sexual relationships with a person other than your spouse during the course of the marriage, including the period of separation. That's pretty simple.
Sure.
Now-
Let's see if that's something you can get him to admit.
You did have sexual relationships with someone other than your spouse during the course of the marriage and during the period of separation, which included up to May the 30th, 2023. Isn't that correct, sir?
My answer to this interrogatory is none, is no.
So you're saying that you did not have sexual relationships with anyone outside of your marriage, and the period of separation is during the period, then you're answering the question to this interrogatory, correct, sir?
I'm saying during the course of my marriage, I did not have sexual relations to anyone, and this answer is no.
Well, again, Your Honor.
I understand. You can proceed, Mr. Gill.
We need a yes or no. Let's just get down to it.
And
Did you or
see the
did you not, by
smugness?
May the 30th,
Oh, the smugness.
2023, have had sexual relations with Miss Willis, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay. Now, what you did is you answered no to that question, did you, or none, correct?
I didn't answer no to the question you just asked. I answered no to the interrogatory question.
And the interrogatory stands that you answered as a pleading in a civil proceeding, your divorce case, right?
Yes,
Now, excuse
So
me,
he lied.
the next interrogatory, let's move there. That interrogatory states as follows: identify any and all occasions in which you entertain a member of the opposite sex other than your spouse who is not related to you by blood or marriage. You see that?
I do.
Now, there are two parts to this. The second part is, I read on, or in which a member of the opposite sex other than your spouse, not related to you by blood or marriage, entertained you. And then it goes on to say, including but not limited to dining, drinking, in restaurants, bars, pubs, hotels.
God, the cough is
You
killing
see
me.
that, correct?
I do.
Now, as of May the 30th, 2023, when you filed this interrogatory, you had in fact entertained Miss Willis on many occasions, had you not?
Again, during the course of the marriage was irretrievably broken in 2015.
Well,
The
then let's,
answer's
Not the
still
answer
no.
that's
let's
not the
read what the
answer.
interrogatory says about.
The interrogatory says something completely different than what he's saying. Good evening, M. Young. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself and you're having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Sunday. Yes. Good to see you.
About the time period required to answer the interrogatory. Because what it says is, it goes on to say, including but not limited to dining and or drinking at any restaurants, bars, pubs, hotels, or persons' homes from the date of marriage to the present. Do you understand what the word present means?
I do.
And present means the filing on May the 30th, 2023. Isn't that right?
It is.
So as of May the 30th, 2023, you have done a lot, or you had done a lot of entertaining of Miss Willis, had you not?
I had done some, yes.
And in fact, under your testimony, you would have said that she had also entertained you. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And so your answer to this interrogatory is false, is it not, sir?
No, it's not false.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
hate to dance around the, the answer is yes, you did entertain Miss Willis, correct? Right?
Yes,
She's not
So
your
the
spouse
smugness.
at that time or at any time, correct?
that's correct.
She's not related to you by blood or marriage, correct?
That's correct.
But you entertained her, right?
Yes.
And during the course from your marriage, the period of time up to the present, so the answer would have been, yes, I did entertain somebody, correct?
During the course of the marriage, no.
The marriage
way-
or the
Mr.
the marriage or the separation during the course of marriage, no. But he's leaving out the part of the separation. Just ask him where he was laying his head. Well, he's probably laying his head between a couple of meatloaves. I guess that would be the question. Maybe the answer too. Yeah. Sort of screwed up the way that he's doing it. And the way he's answering it just looks fucking shady. If you don't want to look shady, then don't be shady.
Again, I think we've made our point. I think it speaks for itself, and we can save
Speaks
that
for
per
itself.
argument.
So you made the point. Let's move the fuck on. Let's move on with what else is going on, because they really don't get anywhere with Mr. Wade through all this bullshit. They really don't. And it is nothing but just a bunch of garbage. Fucking shit. It just keeps restarting on stuff. So as soon as he finishes off, and he's going to have his little final say here, and then of course Fanny shows up. That's where it gets interesting.
On all these documents, but you did not itemize, you didn't put anything in there about you being reimbursed for half of that travel.
Well, those are business returns.
Yes, you used your business
I
card
would-
to pay for the travel,
Yeah,
right?
but I wouldn't put a personal expense on a business return.
But you used
so-
a business card to pay for these
I use a
personal travel.
I use a business card to pay for everything. And what I do is turn over the statement to the accountant, and the accountant then says, okay, this expense, that's personal. We'll put that over here.
Yeah, but how does the accountant know whether it is personal or not? Now, I will say from experience working with my wife and her doing a lot of her own business accounting, that there's certain things that she pays for on her business account, and there's certain things she pays for on her personal account. There's a big difference between the two. Different card numbers, different things. If we go on vacation, it's done on personal, unless it involves business. Like there's been times that we've done travel, and that goes under a business expense because we might be traveling to X, Y, or Z place, and there is a business reason why we're going there. Maybe it's to go to a certain county to go pick up documents or something like that, and those will go under a business expense. Might even be that we took a lunch that was involved in work. It's nothing shady or funky or weird about it, because it would be uncommon for her to say, hey, listen, I've got these documents that I need to go over with. This is going to be sort of a working lunch kind of thing. And we'll sit down, we'll be going over whatever court filings need to be done, and ends up being written off as a business expense, completely different than our personal. So he's saying that all of the trips that he's taking, he's putting them down as business expenses. And this is where he's going to get his ass busted over all this shit. Trying to keep that shit separated. Really.
This expense, that's business. We'll put here. And they reconcile it. So you wouldn't find a reimbursement from
You shouldn't have to
Ms.
do
Willis
that though.
on
If you
a
do it, if you
business
do things
return.
unshady.
Okay, so they're not anywhere there.
Nor would you find, well, go ahead.
No, I'm just asking. So there's nowhere for any of that cash to be reconciled there, right?
On the business returns, no, ma'am.
Okay. We talked a lot about the financial affidavits. I know the state asked you a couple questions about them. You filed one
They're doing
in
shady shit.
2022. In that one, you stated that you only had $5,000 in cash, correct?
I believe you. Yes,
And
ma'am.
that was sworn under oath.
At the time of the filing, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then in January of 2024, you filed another one that also swore that you only had $5,000 in cash, correct?
At the time of the filing, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in 2022 and 2024, you only had $5,000 in cash.
At that time, yes, ma'am.
And then you also, all of those interrogatories, I'm not going to go through them in painstaking detail, but every single interrogatory you filed, there are 4 of them, all verified ones. Every single one, you said you didn't have any cash stored in a safe, a safety deposit box, or any other location. Plaintiff rarely carries cash. If plaintiff does carry cash, it's a nominal amount, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So we've got what? 2021, you said you don't have cash. 2023, you said you don't have cash. Again, in 2023, you said you don't have cash. And then in 2024, you don't have cash, right?
So you're assuming that I received the cash and I stored it. I received the cash and I saved it.
Well, you didn't put it
What's
in the
wrong
bank,
with
right?
what's wrong with receiving the cash, Ms. Merchant, and spending it?
Nothing's wrong with it. But
So
you
then
didn't put it
that
in the
would
bank.
that would contemplate why the response is on the interrogatories.
So you spent the cash. That's because before when it was asked, you said you didn't want to just.
So yeah, the smugness of, yeah, I'm doing shady shit and you're not gonna get anything on me. You've got nothing on me. That's the smugness right there. It's like, if he would just answer the question, but he's dancing around it as much as possible, because that's what you do whenever you're an attorney. You dance around the question because you already know that you're probably going to get your ass in trouble for the shady crap that you've been pulling.
Disclose where the cash was,
No.
privacy reasons.
No, well, I said that if I were to store
If.
cash in my home, then why would I share that with the world, is what I said. I didn't say that I had some cash stored up in some place, because that's not the truth.
And you've talked a lot about this. I split with a third, I split with half. From the check you received from Fulton County, July 15th, 2022. So back all the way back for July 2022, not a single check that you've received from Fulton County has gone into a joint banking account. Every single check has gone into your own personal banking account, correct?
Yes.
All of them, with the exception of the checks that were going into the WBC firm, went into my business bank account, which is solely in my name.
Right. Your
I-
business, your WBC account that you're talking about, that account was closed though in June of 2022.
Correct.
Oh.
So
So
I
everything
would-
after June of 2022 was put in a Nathan Wade bank account, not a corporate bank account with
I'm going to ask the
partners.
witness to be permitted to.
I think the question right before that only needed a yes or no. So
no, ma'am.
The good faith basis does exist.
Oh,
So you
Jesus.
basically have
I hate that crap. Damn it. Yeah, he's dancing around all of the questions, and it's basically showing how crooked and corrupt these bastards are. They are so crooked and so corrupt that they can't even tell the truth. Yeah. See if I can fast forward this thing a little bit. Should stop doing this. I think Fanny came in right before that, but we're just going to fast forward.
Opinion.
There we go. So I skipped over some of this because it was complete BS. But yeah, she came running down there pretty damn quick, pretty immediate to make sure that her voice was heard. She didn't even wait to be called.
Do you swear me, Your Honor?
You'd like
Do
me
you,
to?
whomever would like to?
We got Deputy Scott usually. So let's go, wait a minute, let everyone get situated and then we'll go back on the record.
Thank you.
Yeah, she got down there in a quickness
Sir,
because she's got to be there.
Tissue in here.
Yeah, to wipe the smugness off your face, maybe.
All right, we are back on the record. Deputy Scott, if you could swear in our next witness.
I would, and I do apologize. Anna, do me a favor. Tell them I'm gonna need some reading glasses. After you swear them, tell them I'm gonna need some reading. But swear, you can go ahead and swear me so I don't hold up the court.
If you swear on front to the testimony, you should get a code. Help you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, spell your first name.
District.
Last name for the court.
District Attorney Fani, Fani. Last name is Willis.
Ms. Willis, how did you know to come into the courtroom right then?
There were people, I was pacing in my office.
Okay.
And I heard someone yell, his testimony is done. It only made sense to me that I would be your next witness. And I've been very anxious to have this conversation with you today. So I ran to the courtroom.
So as soon as you heard that Mr. Wade was done testifying, that's when you just assumed you would be the next witness?
It only makes sense.
Did you listen to any of the testimony?
I've been in my office pacing, ma'am.
Did you listen to any of the arguments?
I did hear the arguments this morning. It's ridiculous to me that you lied on Monday and yet here we still are. And I did listen to that argument.
All right, so that was it, just the argument, no testimony.
Right, I listened to the argument this morning where Adam Abadi, I thought, did an excellent job pointing out how dishonest you were with the court on Monday. And I'm actually surprised that the hearing continued, but since it did, here I am.
Great. So let's
I'm sure.
talk about, first, let's just talk about what you did in preparation for today.
No, we don't care.
More worried about his daughter and his grandchildren. And so he has.
Yeah, we went through a lot of
We haven't
this
heard from it at all.
on
So I think we need to go-
Monday.
Or it's your position he wasn't an employee, correct?
Mr. Wade is not an employee, and he will tell you that over and over again.
Just one moment, Judge.
So he's not an employee. He's not employed by Fulton County DA. Oh, really? Really? So you're saying he's not employed by Fulton County DA? Okay. Well, so that was just a little taste of the of what Fanny had to say. She took a load off. She threw a load down, and as it's become very obvious that to pretty much everybody, except for her, of course, that they got some shady shit going on, and they feel very much like they have to defend their position because this is delaying them getting a prosecution against the old Trump meister, which they really hate that. They're just like, oh, come on, we've got to get this guy. They are going balls to the wall to make sure that they get the Trump. And as soon as they get him, oh, they're just as happy as can possibly be. It's like, could you be any skeevier? Could you do anything shadier? It's like, I don't think they realize how low that they go on this stuff. It's like, you know, you just attack. At some point in time, people are going to say, enough is enough of your bullshit. Let's see. We're going to remove that because we don't need to have that part up anymore. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. How you doing, Tony? It is a chill night. Chill night. So it looks like, oh man, some more. Good Lord, I hate this stuff that comes popping up all the time. And what we're going to do is we're going to present. We're going to just completely remove from studio. There we go. Present, share screen. So this was 8 p.m. About 8 p.m. I hate hearing this stuff. So a man armed with multiple guns and large amounts of ammunition shot at police officers from inside of suburban Minneapolis home that was filled with children on Sunday, killing off 2 officers and a firefighter who was providing medical aid to one of the wounded. The 3rd officer was wounded in the shooting in a tree-lined neighborhood of 2-story home in Burnsville, Minnesota. The suspect in the shooting also died, officials said. Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension Superintendent Drew Evans said there was an exchange of gunfires and authorities were still piecing together details of what he described as a terrible day. The firefighter, who also works as a paramedic, was shot while providing aid to an injured officer. He told news conference the paramedic was part of a SWAT team that had been called to a domestic situation at the home. Inside, an armed man had barricaded himself with his family, including 7 children ranging from 2 to 15. It's so horrible. He said negotiation lasted for 2 hours before the suspect opened fire. He wasn't specific on the exact amount of time, but the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association said the standoff lasted for 4 hours before SWAT team entered the home. Evans said the suspect had several guns, large amounts of ammo, and shot at a police officer from multiple positions within the home, including the upper and lower floors. Evans said at least 1 officer was shot inside the home. We still don't know the exact exchange of gunfire that occurred. Certainly, several officers did return fire. Well, certainly they would. He said around 8 a.m., the suspect was found dead and the family and children were released from the home. None of them were hurt, except for the man that was killed. City officials identified the officer as Paul Elmstrand and Matthew Rood, both 27. Adam Vincent, 40, a firefighter and paramedic for the city since 2019, was also killed. So three deaths there. That's just horrible. Elmstrand, a member of the department's mobile command staff, joined the department in 17. I don't need to know when all these folks joined. As the bodies of the dead left the hospital, officers saluted before they were taken in. A convoy to the ME's office. Medical staff watched in scrubs. They're hurting today. 3 members of our team made the ultimate sacrifice for this community. They are heroes. Well, it remains to be seen, but, let's wait until we have all the facts in. But it really sucks that, anybody lost their life in this. Neighbors were startled awake by loud pops about an hour before sunrise. Alicia McCollum said she and her family dropped to the floor, uncertain whether the noise was gunshots. Good choice. I didn't think it was a gunshot at first. Then there were 3 more gunshots. It was like a bunch of fireworks. That's when she and her husband, 2 children, sought safety in the bathroom and dropped to the floor. And of course, they prayed. Wow. McCollum said he was relieved to see a woman and children escorted out of their home. We're so thankful those police officers that risked their lives to save those kids. Heart goes out to the mother. Yes. There have not been many calls for service at all. It says no indication had been a source of troubles in the past. As an investigation unfolded, the neighborhood was ringed with police cars to keep reporters and the public away. Captured a rattled man saying, "I need any ambulance," as he struggled to catch his breath. Someone later could be heard talking about 3 being loaded in ambulances, uttering the word critical. As news spread, other law enforcement agencies began posting messages of condolences on social media, including images of badges with blue bars through them. It's a mark of solidarity and mourning. That's horrible. Times like these, it's essential to come together as a community and support one another through uncertainty and grief. Flags were also lowered to half staff. Minnesota mourns with you, said Tim Walls. The state stands ready to assist in any way possible. Dozens of people gathered. I don't know why you would do that. Fire truck and police cars were in front of the building. Right now is time to come together, grieve our community's loss. About 64,000 people is located 15 miles south of downtown Minneapolis. So yes, we've managed to hire the police officers that are going to someplace to secure, and of course, bad shit happened. It's always horrible to see this kind of horribleness happening with police officers or anybody else. We don't wish for the death or deletion of anybody. It's not a good thing. But of course, next week, what's coming up. Everybody pretty much knows what's on the docket for next week. We're going to have another primary. This time it'll be in South Carolina. I don't know if I'll be able to cover that particular one for South Carolina because, well, that's just sort of the way that it goes sometimes. Is you have life that interferes with all of the things that you want to cover. But in light of all of that, we've got this right here. Thousands of people in one of South Carolina's most conservative counties roared when Donald Trump promised to cut federal funding on day one for schools pushing what he called transgender insanity onto children. And I can't believe I have to say it, but I have to say it. Trump told the crowd this month, "I will keep men out of women's sports." The former president has repeatedly mocked transgender people during his campaign, using language about gender identity that gay advocates say is wrong and harmful. And I'm not giving you all of your little syllables and pronouns and all that kind of crap. Gay, I don't care. Say it's wrong and harmful. Others on the GOP field have attacked transgender participation in athletes and proposed nationwide bans on affirming care for minors. So basically what they've said is GOP have attacked having men participate in women's sports. They haven't said anything about women participating in men's sports. They got no problem with that. Go ahead. They believe that men are given an unfair advantage. So what's wrong with that? They've also proposed nationwide bans for cutting children's genitals. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a lively cause. So transgender related issues have become perhaps the biggest rallying call to Christian conservatives. How about just a human nature? It has nothing to do with Christian conservatives. It's just human natures. More than deleting children's rights or same-sex marriage. Nobody really cared whenever, same-sex was getting married. Like, does it affect me? No. My only problem with it is don't call it marriage. Give all the same rights that you want to for someone that's gay. Doesn't matter to me. I think that all homosexual, gay, transgender, whatever the fuck you want to be called, should have the same exact rights as every other human being. My only problem with it is just like, if you really want to piss off, like, the Christians, then go ahead and start calling it a marriage. Because, I think God made it pretty clear that marriage was between a man and a woman. It's a religious sort of thing. Personally, I don't care. But if you want to piss people off, then go for it. So that shift worries advocates who note that transgender people are already prone to stress. Well, that's not my problem. If you're having this issue because they're only whenever they're forced to live as a man or a woman. Nobody ever said you had to, but whenever you're doing this to children, then people are getting a little upset about it. They're like, don't be chopping parts off. The Republicans might be overplaying the hand as a political matter. As an ethical matter, I think it's gross. Yeah. So ethically, don't care. Politically, it is gross. Former Republican political operative who worked as communications director for Jeb Bush. Well, there you go. He worked for Jeb Bush in 2016. That you were a fucking rhino in the first place. The CEOs will have to have all these little groups. The Alliance for Full Acceptance. Who gives a shit? I don't care. Dude, if you want to dress like a woman, go for it. If you want me to tell you that, and I have to affirm your belief that you're a woman, go fuck yourself. Have a good day. Don't give two shits whether you want to dress like a dude or like a lady, and opposite. Don't matter to me. I really don't care. Whenever you tell me that I have to affirm your bullshit, go fuck yourself. Chase Glenn, a transgender man, which means nothing. It is like you're a man or a woman. You want to call yourself transgender? You're a fucking it. I don't care. Called it dehumanizing to have its existence politicized. Don't care. It's really disgusting. These politicians think they can use trans people. No, trans people are using bullshit to come after other people. Sounds like a fucking groomer to me. That's all I got to say. Many Republicans have been angered about how gender is sometimes discussed. No, we just don't care. And whenever you tell us we have to care, we tell you we don't fucking care. Do your fucking thing. Part of the broader backlash against what conservatives see as liberal tide in classrooms. No, they see it as fucking horrible, abhorrent, pedophilic, groomers, sick, perverted, disgusting. Need we say more? We don't really care. But whenever you're telling kids that they have to believe this, you can go fuck yourself. Several people interviewed in a recent rally for Trump argued that children were being wrongly confronted with issues of gender identity. Well, go fuck yourself. Go jump off a fucking cliff. I don't care. If you think you can fly, then go fucking fly. We shouldn't have to think about it. We need to take care of our kids right from schools all the way up. And I still don't care. Take care of kids. Be safe. GOP-controlled legislature have recently moved to dictate many facets of what it's life. Don't care. At least 22 states have enacted laws restricting or banning its medical care for minors. Probably a good idea. Bills governing school usage of words. Sports team membership and bathroom access are back this year, as are efforts to restrict drag performances. I don't know. I've been to a few drag races, and I guarantee you, the alcohol fuelers are still not going to hit the top fuelers' speeds. Top fuelers do much better. In South Carolina, one of the few southern states without such restrictions, the Republican-led Senate is considering a House-passed bill to ban cutting off children's parts for minors. Imagine that. Opponents stretched the light pink baby blue and white stripes of the IT flag across State House steps this year to protest the measure. Ooh, so scary. Both Trump and Haley, his last major rival. Jesus, why do they even call her a rival? Oh, geez. You know she's going to lose this, right? You guys know that she has no chance. Outside of some bullshit shenanigans happening, yeah, she doesn't stand a chance. It's just a money-making op for her. Haley, a former South Carolina governor and also Trump's UN ambassador, frequently emphasizes to the girl dads. I don't understand what girl dads is. In her home state, that they cannot raise strong women if there are biological boys playing girl sports. True. Like, you know, show me one case where women have been able to succeed whenever they throw men playing in the same sport. You know, if you want to be the top bodybuilder, generally you're going to see even the bottom of the barrel of the men that are going to still be a better power lifter than you know, some women. I don't know why it is. Trump in an October event in Iowa said gay athletes were very demeaning to women. Yeah, true. He went on to Panama and a young weightlifter struggling to heave heavy barbells as easily as their competitors who had like chopped off his balls, or didn't chop off his balls, just said, I think I'll be a man. I'll be a woman. He often repeats the act at his rallies, sometimes adding his wife, Melania Trump, tells him his impression isn't presidential. Well, who cares? Research into the fairness of gay inclusive competitions is lacking, virtually non-existent. Our studies determining whether gay athletes hold clear advantages over non-gay participants. Well, there you go. I don't care. Trump has promised to pursue a range of other anti-gay policies if he wins a second White House term. Oh, how about this? He's promised to make sure that women are safe from like men that want to act like women. So horrible. Like, they really have got nothing as far as news goes in any of this shit. Kona's most concerned about the economy, national security, and democracy, while lawmakers that are Republican in his state are moving to restrict chopping kids up. Sounds like a good idea to me. Wow. It's amazing how we're just like, maybe we don't like hurt children. Is that such a novel idea that we don't hurt children? I always thought that was something that everybody sort of stood for, is, you know, keep the children safe. We are the world. We are the, you know, supposed to be taking care of kids and not letting bad things happen to them. But for some reason, they don't believe that. They want to hurt children. They want to damage them. They want to cause problems. Oh my, some people are so damn funny. Oh, what a day. What a day. So how about some more fun stuff? We've got some fun stuff in store for you guys. Enough of the women and children being deleted and doing damage to each other, because we don't want to see any of that. We don't care. It's like, stop hurting the children. The children are just fine. The more you hurt the children, the worse it gets. Man, oh man. Good Lord Almighty. Here we go. Let's pull this up. Music. All right. Let's see. We'll pull this up right here. Somebody wants to know what this is because they found another one. I've never seen one of these before. You know what this is? Anybody? Gollum, 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 Gollum. Looks cold, whatever it is. I don't know what that is. Looks like a bird of some sort, but it could be a frog. I don't know. We're gonna watch somebody spurg out here also. Want to see someone spurg out? What's up, sexy mofos? Good to see you, Tinkle Tits. What's up, sexy mofos? Happy Sunday. That's a nope. Come on, this one's good. You'll like this one. Just watching this person spurg out is gonna be beautiful. You're gonna love it.
So I'll just shut the fuck up! I'll just shut the fuck up for good now, huh? Yeah, you fucking want that? Yeah? We are fucking over! You fucking dumbass! You fucking liar! You fucking manipulator! You goddamn wish you would have played your cards right with me! You fucking asshole!
Let's unbuck.
Her voice is birth control. Yes, it is. It is such birth control. Oh, like, oh, she's losing it. There we go. How about some manufacturing? This is a good one. I think. Yeah, there's no music in this, but you get to watch how pots are made, like actual aluminum pots. There you go. This is good. This is good stuff. Boy, that's loud. Man, I couldn't work in that. In China, they don't have OSHA. They have, oh, shit. Yeah, these are made in India. Look at how fast they're going. Sprays that thing up, sends it in, sends it through the conveyor. They heat it up, they pull it out. It's been sealed. And he sprays the outside of it. Set it. Sits it right up on there, and it just goes right through the conveyor. Now this is pretty cool. Wait to see what the finished product comes out looking like. Pretty damn awesome. And he wipes it out, gets rid of all of the semen stains on it. Set them right there. This is why you wash your dishes before you're all done. Then he's going to polish it up. Puts a little marking on it. Boom. They'll probably give it a stamp of some sort. There you go. Zoom. Zoom. And zoom. Perfect. And they'll sell thousands of those things every damn day that you pay a lot of money for. There's the stamp. Boom. Little stamp on the side. There you go. Put some little rivets in there. And here comes the handle. Bam, bam. Gordon Ramsay approved. Exactly. At least they wear masks. Well, yeah, because some of them will wear masks if because of the chemicals that they're spraying on there. That's why they're wearing them. So yeah, right now he's putting handles on this thing. It's got a little air gun. Zip, zip. There you go. Boom, boom, zip, zip. Done. Then they get packaged up. Nobody washes them. Nobody checks them. They throw a little sticker inside there, and there you go. There's your wok. There is your wok. It's all done. Happy woks. Not a Wookiee, a wok. Big difference. See, 4 minutes of nothing. But I've got another one. It takes about 3 minutes. Now this is going to be really pretty. It's going to be really pretty. And you're going to have to bear with it. You're going to have to bear with this one. This is the kind of stuff that I want to be doing. Like whenever I retire, this is the kind of shit that I'm going to do. This is the kind of stuff that I plan on making. So check this out. This is what I want to do with my my retirement here. You're gonna like this. Giving everything a nice turn. Cutting some holes into it. No particular order. Chipping out little pieces. Getting rid of any sort of rot, garbage, rounding it. Here's where the fun begins. Takes a little piece of plastic around it, mixes in with a little spoon. He's mixing in all of these couple of colors, pours it in. Gives it a nice pressurization to it, sort of speeds up the process to it so it doesn't end up chipping later on. And then he's going to give it a nice swift turn. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff. Tree Euros? Yeah, this is better than Tree Euros. No, not really burl carving. This is much better. This is pretty damn awesome what he does with this. Oh, no. This is much better than even that. Once you see it, you're going to go, damn, pretty impressive. So he's attaching this to it so he doesn't have any holes in it. Giving it a nice cut, a nice smoothness to it. And then he's going to start polishing this thing up. Sandpaper. And then puts this on there and gets it spinning. That bit's going to go in nice and smooth like it should. And pulls it out and blah. These things will make a hell of a mess. Bowling ball. And in she goes again. Down deep. Boom. Now's the time to you go back, you polish this thing up, give it a nice clean wipe down. He's putting the base on it. The electrical that going to go through, pops it in there. Bunker tools, and boom. Now, is that pretty damn awesome or what? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I want to do when I retire. I think that's a worthwhile process. Doing things like that. Get a nice lathe that I can just sit there and turn some wood. You want to see something really gross? This is gonna gross you out. I guarantee it. Whenever you see it, it's gonna gross you out. But then whenever you find out what it is, you're gonna go, oh, there you go. So you're wondering what this is? These are what pearls actually look like. Those are pearls. Those are natural pearls right there. Pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. So, how many of you folks like to go to the beach? Any of you like to go to the beach? I got something here for you if you like to go to the beach. Here we go. This is for you if you like to go to the beach. And share. Make sure I don't have any audio on this because it's got some music. So just think about this next time that you're at the beach. Dude puts a fish in there. Boom. What happens? This thing grabs a hold of it. Here it goes. Boom. Think about that next time you go to the beach. Think about that. Grabbing a hold of you. No, sirree. Another, nope. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So, how many of you have seen this? This little group of people, and I'm gonna present it. How many people have seen this little group of people marching around and causing problems? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Flashlight, fish light. So I've got another one. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen these fuckers jumping around and showing up at some of your rallies. You remember the Patriot Front? You remember those guys? Well, here's another group just like them. Another group just like them. Isn't it amazing that these guys right here come showing up? And if you notice, a lot of them are wearing clothes enough that you can't really tell what color they are. Huh. Really weird. Covered from head to toe. If anything screams out that these guys are full of trash. Anybody tells you that this isn't some sort of bullshit little scam, don't trust what you see. Don't trust what you see, but look really closely. They call themselves Blood Tribe. I don't know. Looks really suspicious to me. Looks really suspicious to me. Those dummies who don't like masks except to hide their gland head. Yeah, all of them. But just imagine some of these guys are not actually white. Maybe that's why they're hiding their identities. I just noticed a few things about the walk, the certain words that were coming out of their mouth, the fact that they have all these matching little outfits, that they got all of these little bullshit things. Don't trust what you see. Trying to get people worked up over absolute BS. I don't trust a damn bit of it. So they got a bunch of guys marching wearing all of these little things because they want to hide. It just screams a lie. Like this guy right here. I'll back it up just a slight bit. This guy right here. Yeah, I'm just going to draw it out. This guy right here. Ah, damn it. Son of a bitch. Whenever you have this much covering on your face, right here, that much covering on your face screams to me that you just might be not who you're saying you are. It just screams fake to me. Like that guy right there. Was he 15, 12? Either that or he's just a really small, skinny guy. We ran into this not too long ago. The same kind of bullshit with these folks. Not too long ago, standing outside of a group of, what was it? Some sort of election that they were having. And it turns out that the people that were standing there supposedly protesting were actually members of the campaign. Yeah, it got pulled out about him. No, that's the thing. Imagine this. These guys doing this are on the same side that's always been doing this. Wonder if this is. I might be able to play this. I have to turn off the music. Yep, figures. Now this guy right here, he should be arrested just as fast. So he's hauling ass through here at 148, probably kilometers an hour. $125, 131. He could be doing miles per hour. That just does not look like the U.S. He's in a Grand Theft Auto game right off the bat. Yeah, this is just dangerous. Yeah. So whenever you see people doing stupid stuff like that, avoid them. How about something just amazing? There we go. Right here. American eagle, bald eagle. Yeah, cover that head, because that beak will mess you up if you don't. Scout the bald eagle in her 6-foot wingspan. Boom, got it. Look at that. Just snags that right out of the water. That's so beautiful. Aw, it's a she. And yes, very cute. that is a she, and she is very cute. That's a scout. That's the name of the eagle, Scout. Pretty damn awesome. Yeah, see, they always throw up music that I have to remove. So I saw this pretty cool. So look at this forest that's completely dark here. You're gonna like this. Watch this. As you pull into it, it's completely pitch black. Aw, pretty cool. It's a optical illusion is what this is. There's also one that appears to get further away the closer you get to it. On Alaska, I believe is not Alaska, but Canada. There's a building that gets further away the closer you get to it. All right, this one I can't play it because it has music. All right. Now this is a lady that's going to put her face in a foot spa. Okay. You've heard about those foot spas where, the little fish come and they peel off all the dead skin. Yeah, the water building thing. Yeah, that one. So she's putting her face in there to get it sort of nibbled on by these little fishes. You've seen these before, the little foot spas where the fish come and they nibble on them. It's like, is that her face in a foot spa? This is a foot spa, and this is how you go from feet like this to this. And let him explain. Meet Victoria, who went to a fish spa, which when these fish eat the dead skin off you because they're starved and they have nothing else to eat, the problem is that you can clean the water in the tank, but you can't clean the actual fish. In between clients, so they transmit infection from one person to another. And so Victoria contracted a bone-eating infection and lost one toe, and then the other, and then the poor thing lost all of her toes. And now, despite cases like this, people are still sticking their heads into fish tanks. Yeah. Think about that next time that you want to go get your, oh, look, it feels so awesome. I'm getting my feet nibbled on. And she's going to stick her entire face in there. Imagine what happens when she does this. Just don't smile. Just don't smile. All right. Got a good one for you. Just in case you guys haven't caught this one, this one's pretty funny. So lady's coming in, she's filing down the horse's hooves, and guess what happens? What do you think that is? You think that's his fifth leg? Yeah, she's playing with it. Just saying, you know what that is, right? Okay, just so you know. That is. All right. So you want to hear a kid turned into a South Park character? This is pretty good. Yes. Exactly. So if you ever want to hear a kid turn into a South Park character, here we go. This is just for you.
Hey, yo, guys. So you see this?
25-foot tape.
I'm gonna pull this on the count of 3. 1, 2. Whoa! Ah! It came back and hit me in the face. God darn it!
Yes. Totally turned into a South Park character. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. Thank you, kitty, you bastard. Oh yeah, that poor kid. All right, this is a pretty funny prank. It was a pretty funny prank. Okay, I've seen this happen before. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. All right. If you've never seen this before, it's a hilarious prank.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Ready? See me, Kalitage, era, fuck! No! Oh my god! 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 Pardon, if you're here, take a picture with me. I feel him. I literally have my David, do you hear me? I have my hand on him. David, do you hear me? Holy god! Pardon, take a picture. Take a picture. Go, girl. I'm smiling. Got it. You got it. Let me see. Oh my god! 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 The papers are moving! Oh my god! Oh my god! Pardon, if you're here, grab this from my hand! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Pardon, sit in the chair! Oh, he's here! Put him back! Put it back! Rock out time! Viva! Oh my god! Was that cool? No. Hold on. Can I tell you something? We saw you the entire time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How did you do that?
We took the picture earlier.
That was amazing.
Yes. Yeah, I knew you'd like that one. Oh, geez Louise. All right. You want something really disturbing? You want to see before and after a lobotomy? There you go. Before and after. Before. After. Before. And after. So this is before and, of course, after. Unable to eat or do anything. So next time you're asking for someone to be lobotomized, family that trolls together, your mom believes in ghosts, I got to send her that. The family that trolls together. I look better before haircuts too. Yeah, you have to understand that medical science has not always been the best. But here we go. Speaking of lobotomies, this is a good one for you. This is a good lobotomy for you here. So if you've seen this one, this is a good one. You'll enjoy this. So yeah, basically taking a ball and slicing it open. I thought you guys would like that. That's nothing spectacular. Those old lobotomy videos of putting two heads on one body. Yeah, it's crazy. Where do we go? Oh yeah, this is awesome. All right, I have to mute it because the music will get me in trouble. But this is awesome. Here we go. So if you hadn't seen this, here you go. Check this one out. How not to drive on icy roads. How not to drive on the icy roads. So if you ever wonder what clams do to keep warm, I got one for you. He's going to go cook himself. Baked clam? Baked clam, anybody? Oh. As a diver, I can't show that. What's that? Oh, you dive too? Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. I've been a certified diver for a while. I just had to watch this. Oh, I'm going to mute it. No, you can't mute the first part of it. The first part is too damn funny. Present, share screen. Where is it? There we go. This is pretty damn hilarious. The very first part of it I'll show. It might get me in trouble, but watch this. That happened to you? What the hell would you do? You're advanced Patty? Awesome. Yeah, I'm just certified up to what, 60, something like that. Was it Patty? Because you got the Patty and the other one. All right, I can show this one. This is pretty cool. I was like, I'm not going to show the play the music to it. So here we go. You know how much time it would take to draw this out? I've got a really funny one here. Holy heck. Haven't dove since 2017. Oh, geez, man. So I got certified in 2018. I was certified in 2018. In 2018, my wife and I dove in Belize. It was awesome. If you ever get a chance, definitely go check out Belize. It's beautiful. Open water, yeah. Yeah, we did our open water in Belize. See, I'm trying to think which one it is. Because there's Patty and there's not something that I can't remember what else it is. And I'm the one that was different. So like there's one that you have to have like all of these very specific certifications for it, and it's just like you pay a lot of money for it in the long run. I mean, a lot. Did I dive with Fanny? No. So in Belize, which is also think about this. In Belize is where John McAfee was at whenever he was trying to escape the authorities. He went to Belize for a period of time and then hopped a ship after somebody like killed somebody's dogs or something like that. All your courses do to do master, but only did advanced. Yeah, see, I just got open water certification. That was it. Once I got my open water certification, my wife and I, we just don't have the time to do like the advanced stuff. And the money. So most of our trips we do nice nice trips. Like we've dove the Keys, we dove in Belize. We swam with the manatees in Clearwater, which is really funny because the water wasn't too clear because they had a whole bunch of storms that came up in on that dumpster fire. So much Belize talk. But what we did is we went to Belize and we spent the first because we were there for 2 weeks. So we did the first week in the jungle, like the first 5 days, 6 days, something like that was in the jungle. And we went and explored the Mayan ruins and checked all that stuff out. We were at a lagoon. They actually worked close. I believe it was with Georgia Tech studying alligators. Like part of their funding comes from that. And then we took a like little like private plane, like a small, but basically just a puddle jumper. It took like all of a half an hour and flew because we flew into Belize and then got off the plane and they took us on a boat ride up into the lagoon, and we stayed at Lamni for like a week. It was really cool. And Mayan ruins would make a great metal band name. Yeah, it would. That wasn't a manatee. That was Fanny. No, trust me. She ain't got nothing compared to those manatees. Those things are huge. Just check out my channel. You'll see like I've got a playlist there. It's like dive trips. One of them had a baby manatee that was chewing on my hand. They don't have any teeth, but yeah, besides the diving, just hearing about diving makes your skin crawl. Just can't do it. I mean, it was nice. It was actually a pretty good time. We swam with we actually snorkeled with nurse sharks. I mean, they tell you though, keep your hands close to your body, and you're basically just floating. You watch the nurse sharks swim around, and the jacks. So those things, if you put your hands out and you start doing this number, they'll think that it's a fish and they might come up and take a little nibble off of it. So don't do that. You dove one of the blue holes in Bahamas. Yeah, there's a blue hole in Belize. They asked us if we wanted to dive it because we were doing I think we're certified to do like 60 or 30 feet, something like that. We were doing like 80 feet. You know, it was not. I think that was probably the deepest I'd ever been, was somewhere around 80, like 87, I think, somewhere around in there. It was a nice dive. It actually was really cool. And I mean, swimming, you look up and you'd see nurse sharks. I mean, just all you had to do is just look at the dive stuff that I put out there. That was all but one of them was Belize. We also did the Keys, which was really pretty. Night dives in La Jolla, about the big drop off at the end of the cave. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, yeah. And I'll show you. This is why. This right here is why I don't want to do like certain dives. Like I'm not a thrill seeker where I want to make these astronomical dives. Is this right here? This person did their dive and never came back up. Ever. That was their final dive. They went something like 200 feet. It is in 2000, Yuri Lipsky, a Russian diving instructor, met a tragic end in the blue hole of the Red Sea due to an uncontrollable descent. Lipsky carried a video camera, and the footage documented his descent, concluding when he reached the seafloor at 115 meters. Yeah, I think, what is it, 60 meters, something like that is where we were at 100. You know, weird things start happening. It's crazy. It's crazy. Where is the one I just had? Oh, I did get this one right here. This one's pretty damn awesome. I don't know if it's. Yep, it plays music, so I have to not play it. Here we go. So check this out. This is it's pretty damn awesome. Look at this spacecraft. You learn to dive in the Navy, spend over 10 hours under, you've even fallen asleep under. Ooh, no, thank you. Jamaica, we did River Duns excursion. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, doing the rivers. Turns out it was entirely man-made and we wasted thousands. Oh, that sucks. Diving is a great cure for hangover. Learning Key West. My wife, I've never been sick like doing a dive, and so we where was it? Was it Keys or was it Belize? No, it was in the Keys. So wife and I went to the Keys, weren't drinking, had, you know, a regular meal, nothing spectacular. And we got back to the boat after the first part of the dive, and we're sitting there on the boat, and she got seasick, and she does not get seasick. I'm the one that gets seasick. Small boats don't bother me, but for whatever reason it bothered her. And she was feeding the fish. Man, was she feeding the fish? She was just like right over the side, just I was like, what in the hell? And she was just, I was like, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. It just hit me all at once. Yeah. Didn't flip him the bird Maverick style. Yeah, that was sort of weak. Look it up. Yeah, trust me, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, we did so we did the keys. She got sick, and then she was also like sick in her mask and everything, which, you know, that stuff does clear out. But she was like, I've never been seasick. She couldn't get over it. And she was worried because we had 2 different dives. We had a dive that day, and then with a different dive group, we were diving a second day, and she was worried that she was going to be, it's called boat chumming. Yes, it's called chumming. Got sick on a cruise ship. Whoa. And an aircraft carrier. That is pretty damn sensitive. I mean, because they're like a aircraft carrier is like a floating city. They don't do much of anything. Although my uncle was telling me one of the ships that he was on did it was an aircraft carrier, and it did a 2-degree pitch. So imagine an aircraft carrier doing a 2-degree pitch. It doesn't sound like a whole lot until you realize that that's like a floating city. 2 degrees is a lot. Shit got moved around quite a bit. Oh, this is awesome. I won't play the music, but this is pretty damn funny. So you're going to like this one. This is pretty funny. So you can see what's going to happen here already. This isn't going to be good. The pitches my hub has told me it's scary. Nope. Did you ever meet the giant grouper in Key West? Most dive companies take folks out there because he's very tame. No, I haven't. It was wife and I went sort of in the off season, and the water was not very clear. So it was a little meh. I guess is the best way to put it. It was a little meh. Wasn't great. But it happens. Why is it giving me a hard time? Ridiculous. And where is the other one I was going to show you guys? That was that one. Nope. And I'm going to find it here shortly. It was pretty impressive. Whenever I saw it, I was like, man, that's pretty damn cool. Nope. No, I'm not doing that one. Oh, that was bad. Oh, this is good. I love this one. So I don't know how many of you did this for Valentine's Day. Got one of your pitches. My hub's told me about scary. Nope. He punched grandma. Yeah, he punched grandma. All right, this is a good one. I for those of you that celebrated Valentine's Day, you're gonna love this one.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Are you joking?
No, I got you some flowers. Like, I thought I'd get them like personalised and that. So I got MILF. Like, Mum, I'd like to.
You got me this for Valentine's Day. Genuinely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, it's personalised flowers, Rox.
If I was dead.
Right, but no. Why do they only have to be used when people die?
Because they're for funerals.
But why are they? They're just the letters, aren't they? I don't understand. Like, I thought it'd be nice. Like, these cost more than like normal flowers. I was trying to do something special for like Valentine's Day.
What's wrong with roses? You should have stuck with roses. I can't believe you've had that made. You've got some balls in you. I'm so angry right now. You should have seen that florist's face.
What did he think it was for a funeral?
Yes, of course he does, because most people who deliver these things are for funerals. What made you think, oh, it's Valentine's Day? Oh, I know.
Well, I just.
Oh, was you walking through a graveyard? And you thought, inspiration? Genuine, Mark. This is too far.
Right. I don't understand why you're so angry, Rox. Why do people only use these?
She's a complainer. She'd be the kind of complainer if you got her a broom, a dustpan, or even a vacuum. She would be so angry. All right. I've got a really good one here for you. Oh, I can't play the music. Damn it. Why do they have to do this? All right. See, I wouldn't make one of these because my wife would probably kill me if I did, but it's pretty damn awesome. So check this out. That's a lot of drilling. Look at all the electronics that he's doing in this thing. And why is he doing this? Why would anybody do something like this? So they can do this. Come on. You got to be impressed. That takes a lot of time to build something like that. There we go. This is a pretty good one. So this will give you a cool but not worth it. I know. He loves sausage rolls and Rox has no shame. Her dancing is hilarious. Yes. You've seen him. You've seen him. Yes, Roseman. He loves sausage rolls and Rox has no shame. Her dancing is hilarious. She says, if you ever seen a headliner, Rolls Royce looks just like that fiber optic lights that look like stars. Oh, really? I didn't know that. The headliner of a Rolls Royce, they do that? I'll just I just shake my iPhone flashlight. I love it.
People talk glibly about science. What is science? People coming out of a university with a master's degree or a PhD, you take them into the field and they literally don't believe anything unless there's a peer-reviewed paper. It's the only thing they accept. And you say to them, but let's observe, let's think, let's discuss. They don't do it. It's just, is it in a peer-reviewed paper or not? That's their view of science. I think it's pathetic. Gone into universities as bright young people, they come out of them brain dead, not even knowing what science means. They think it means peer-reviewed papers, etc. No, that's academia. And if a paper is peer-reviewed, it means everybody thought the same, therefore they approved it. An unintended consequence is that when new knowledge emerges, new scientific insights, they can never, ever be peer-reviewed. So we're blocking all new advances in science that are big advances. If you look at the breakthroughs in science, almost always they don't come from the center of that profession. They come from the fringe. The finest candle makers in the world couldn't even think of electric lights. They don't come from within. They often come from outside the breaks. We're going to kill ourselves because of stupidity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of science, here we go. This is a good one for you. Some good science for you. don't know if anybody's seen this one yet. This is wonderful.
You want to end all plastic manufacturing?
Mm-hmm.
I said the plastics industry must be stopped.
So does that mean end plastic manufacturing?
I mean, in my dream world, sure, but I think that, go ahead.
No, so I don't mean to be condescending here. I just point out what's going to replace your glasses. Like,
So
why
I
would you
do
wear your
know,
glasses around your face. They're made of plastic.
maybe.
No,
I don't know what they're made out of.
They are. What
So-
about, and I just point out some things here because I just want to be realistic when we're having conversations. Because when statements are made like this, I just want to open people's eyes and say, well, okay, that's easy to say, but what's the solution? Your water bottle in front of you.
This one?
Yes. That plastic?
No.
The lid is. That's plastic.
Right. So
Right.
I would say to your
cell phone-
question that I would first be concerned about single-use plastics, and then we can talk about alternatives to this.
Your cell phone there. Is it plastic?
The cases, but it's glass because I broke
Oh, the components
this
inside of it?
screen yesterday.
The components made out of it's not in plastic? Yeah, they are. The water that you filled that water bottle up with, where'd you fill that water bottle up out of?
A water filling station.
All right, and it was delivered by a drink station that was plastic?
I didn't check.
The edges are. The piping coming to it. Now, you have a couple of choices with the piping. We could go back to using wood, but then you have to line it in chemical. Or we could go back and use lead, because we used to have water piping that was lead. That was harmful to us.
Oh, brother, I'm glad you're doing much better. You're headed back to bed. Get yourself some rest, man. Get rested up. You've got a day ahead of you tomorrow. Good to see you, man.
We go back to galvanized, but galvanized rust and had discoloration. We go back to copper, but copper has to be mined, and everybody wants to stop mining in the U.S. So you use plastic to deliver piping that you fill that water bottle up with today. I point this out because the clothes you have on, I guarantee you have plastic in it. The shoes you have on your feet, the soles of those shoes are plastic. So we talk about any plastic manufacturing, and everybody in here cheers when you say that, but everybody here is depending on plastic as you set. So if you want to end it, then quit using it. It's kind of like, I don't shop at certain places right now because I don't agree with some of their policies. I choose not to do that. You can choose to not use plastic. Do your work. If you believe it, then live it that way.
There you go. How hard is it? How hard is it? But if you haven't seen this flyby, the ending is well worth the flyby. And this one's for you, MG. This one's for you. So pay close attention, because what these planes do is amazing. Watching? Planes, amazing planes. Just the pair of them just zooming right on by. Okay. This is the one I wanted to show earlier. All right. This is a short one. So pay close attention. Vroom. Brrr. Millennium Falcon. Princess Leia. Oops. But to bring shizzy shit up again. They were looking for a landing strip and he found it. Yes, it's very true. That is very, very true. All right. This is a good one. I thought this was pretty awesome. This is how guys think. This is how guys think right here. All right. You're gonna like this. This is what guys think. He takes some steel wool, lights it up, goes, what can I do? Yep. Us guys, this is the reason why we don't live longer than the rest of the world. Oh, so you want to get really disturbed? I know this is a fake, but it's so funny. Sorry. About to bring back Shizzy, shut up again. All right, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is out of humor. I don't condone any of this, but just know, just watch the guy's look on his face.
Hey, excuse me, sir? Hello. Hi, we're just asking New Yorkers, what do you do for a living? I work at a slaughterhouse. What? Slaughterhouse. I work the air gun. Oh. So when an animal is no more, you take an air gun with a 6-inch rod and it's right inside your head. Oh. What's your favorite part of your job? Watching the light be released from a living creature. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks. What are you doing? You want to come in? Hey, excuse me, sir?
By the way, that is a fake. It's just pretty damn funny. Look on the guy's face. You want to come in? Like, no, I don't want to come in. I have officially designated myself as Jiminy Cricket. Okay, this is pretty good. Sorry, I don't know who did this. Yes, it was supposed to be creepy as hell. That was the point. Homie needs to be on a list. Yeah. No, everything was creepy about that. But this is funny right here. You're going to like this one. This one's good.
This is what you guys wanted. Here we go.
Put a
what?
I feel like throwing
stock collar on her.
Okay, let's go.
Can we put them in park?
I will. Make sure you put it in park.
Hi.
Hi there, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you today?
Can I please get a large Coke? Oh, no, large fries.
Large fries.
No, yes, please.
Anything else?
Give me the money now. Which one is it? And what's your thing, Cody? I'm shaking.
Okay.
Oh. No! Stop!
You exploded it all over my car.
Dude.
I'm cold.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. His car. Oh, that's so bad. I don't ever recommend doing that. Having to walk around a store. Sorry. My stomach hurts right now because that was so wrong. Oh, she's laughing because they probably made a lot of money off of doing that. Oh, man. Oh. Uh, I just have a question for you guys. Just one question for you. Just one question. Is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart? Oh. So I just want to know, because we got Roseman's Ranch here. Just want to know. Is this common? Do you normally see this? You see that a lot? Horses playing in the snow? Come on. That's pretty awesome. See, now we're going to do some animals just for Roseman. Percent share screen. Here we go. I told Dawn I'm going to get her one of the. She said, "Oh, damn it, damn it." Oh yeah, the fatties get stuck in all kinds of positions when rolling. Hell yeah! Here we go. This one's for you. Aw, come on. Best of buds right there. Best of buds. Okay. Because you guys like the cuteness. We'll show more cuteness. How's this? This is what my dog does. This is not my dog, but this is what my dog does. He totally is like this. Like waits for me to come home, waits for me to get there. And he's like wants to play. Oh, that's awesome. I have one video of you growling at your donkey. It got 135K. Last I looked, he was yelling back. He didn't like it. That's awesome. That is awesome. I love it. Where is it? All right, here we go. Got another one. Animal videos for you guys. Here we go. Doom, 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 doom. And just like push it, keep on pushing it. You're gonna get your ass in trouble. So I don't understand this. Everybody was talking about this, but I didn't quite understand what this was.
Back as the power.
Was this girl wearing like some see-through kind of thing? Is I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. Some sort of C3PO latex. It looks like a very uncomfortable chastity belt. Just saying, that looks just very uncomfortable. I don't know why you would do this. Why would you wear something like this? And the guy that's standing next to her must be either really small or she's just really tall. What's up with his shoes? Dude, look at those shoes. Those are funky. So weird. See-through PO. That's exactly what it is. See-through PO. How do you use the bathroom in this? That's the question, though. How do you use the bath? Well, I guess once you fill it up, it doesn't matter. That latex takes a lot of lube and baby powder to get on. So Heather is 4'11" and 90 pounds. And a couple of days ago, the St. Bernards knocked her down and they were sitting on her just trying to play. That's so true, man. It's dot matrix. Not speaking from personal experience. Yeah, just saying. So this is what we were watching earlier. This is just a different view of the fanny.
Whole life, when I took out a large amount of money on my first campaign, I kept some of the cash of that. Like, to tell you, I just have cash in my house. I don't have as much today.
Yeah, that right there is going to get you in trouble. She should be completely arrested. Completely arrested for that. That would be ideal. There we go. Squirrels playing. These are baby squirrels. This is what it looks like with my dogs. They do this shit up too. They're not hurting each other. They're just playing, smacking each other around, tearing shit up. Looks like, are you ready to rumble? Exactly. Looks like your kids. Exactly. Here are the little squeaks they've got. Just like, okay, done. Somebody's about to get pounced. That's what it looks like. What do you got? What do you got? I got, brother. What do you got? Yeah, totally like kids. Well, they are baby squirrels too, so that does happen. We found some baby squirrels at one of my jobs that I was working at. We had these squirrels that were hanging out. They were baby squirrels. The reason I know they're baby squirrels because Mama Squirrel might have gotten shot with me more. Just saying. So the little baby squirrels, they came like looking for food, and I had a leather welding gloves. We basically were going to relocate them to a living place where they could enjoy their life, not in that particular area. And so the baby squirrels came down, and I got a little bit of peanut butter and put it on the tip of the glove to draw them in. The first one came down and ate a little bit of peanut butter, and then we grabbed him up, put him in a cage. Second one came down and grabbed a hold of my finger. Just like, luckily I was wearing the leather welding gloves because went in and just like snagged right into that leather glove. And we were able to get that one put in there. And the third one, it just came down and it just jumped into my hand. And then we carried them all and relocated them all. They were pretty cool. So. Okay, I can't play the music, but this This just looks like so much fun right here. Doesn't it? I mean, if you're a dog, come on. Let's be just like the life. Oh. Look at that big old boy. Just yes. Party. All right. Oh, here we go. I like this one. This is it's pretty cute. Check this out. Wind up paper butterflies, and they put them inside a box and they just come fluttering out. That's pretty cool. You blame Farrell? Don't blame Farrell. What did Farrell do this time? Animals are the best. To be a lab doing this is what dreams are made of. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Oh, this is, let me make sure there's no music. Give me a second. I have to pre-screen these. All right, let's try this again. What the hell? Looks like my YouTube is starting to act funky again. All right. Full screen and refresh. Damn it. Sometimes this happens. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any sound in this particular one. Because if there's sound, it's going to get me in trouble. I don't want to have... Well, there can be sound. It's just the music. Let me find it again. Doggone it. It's here somewhere. There we go. All right. I think I can do this without a problem. Now, this is one hungry woman right here. Just so you know, hungry.
Come on!
One cucumber. 2 cucumbers. 3 cucumbers. 4 hard-boiled egg. Boom. Some soup. Just a little soup to wash it down. One, 2, 3, 4. A little soup, wash it down. She's hired. Do you think she drinks all the soup too? Holy cow. I mean, what level of stomach does this lady have? That is some serious, like, if she tips up that bowl and starts drinking it, noodles, holy cow. Like, I would be sick halfway through this. Hey, biker, what's up, brother? Good to see you, yo, mom. How you doing? Yep, she is just, this is one hungry woman right here. Like, don't take her on a date, man. She hasn't eaten in weeks. Yeah. Oh, holy crap. Oh, there goes another egg. She's not even swallowing. It's just chewing. She's just sucking it all down. Eat your heart out. Oh, she swallowed. Jeez. I would not share space with that lady after those eggs. She's got a little baby wipe to wipe her face. Oh, you know, she swallows. Most definite. Like, wow. Holy cow. I did find this this particular one here. It's pretty important. Just make sure that if you're buy me drinky girl, maybe drinky girl and make me. Just make sure those acorns are dangerous. If you know, the acorns are dangerous. You don't be messing with those. Yeah, she's so tiny. I don't know, man. I don't know. She's like a bottomless pit. She is like a complete bottomless pit. Holy crap. All right, I'm going to play something that's probably going to get my channel in trouble. I'm telling you, it's going to get me in trouble. So if you see my channel go down, you can give me a minute, because if my channel goes down, I won't be, back for the evening. It won't get me deleted for good. It's a possibility it may get me a copyright strike. So just be aware that if it does, I'll be passing you guys off to MG, because he's going to be going live here in a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to be going live very shortly. Like in the next 5 minutes, he will be live. No shizzy. No shizzy. Give me a second. Let me pull this thing up. I want to make sure that I've got you guys. Pull off those live reactions. I'm so bad. Let's see. And I know he's here somewhere. There he is. Upcoming. There we go. Scheduled for February 18th at 10:30. MG Law. There we go. We got you saved, MG. We will be all shooting over to you. But this is a good one. You're going to like this. Let's see how long it takes before I get my channel in trouble. I'll pull it up over here, because this is good. This is really good. You're going to love it. Going out with a bang? Oh, yeah, I'm going out with a bang. Watch this.
Now I say she a boat rigger, but fatty only make my lead bigger. Now I say she a boat rigger, but fatty only make my lead bigger. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. 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 Fanita thought always at the beauty salon with the baby Louis Vuitton on her underarm. She said, talk to Waka Flocka, I could really do harm. For a case, I got a lot, I could blow up your spot like a bomb. But I'm looking for the one, have you seen her? She went and put my whole team under subpoena. Diva, Friday, Felicia, abort kids, and charges on the Donald Trump and nothing for bullshit. Indict Gucci Mane and chase it for some pain. She think it's all a game, but rap with no shame. She get up on TV, then you all know her name. If you're playing Fulton County, then you better get paid. You know why? cause the D ain't corrupt. Yo, from what I heard, Fatty got a baby by Mondo. And Loomis said she got a trap house and a condo. She don't care whatever said, long as she flop though. Now I say is she a boat rigger, but Fatty only make my lead bigger. Now I say is she a boat rigger, but Fatty only make my lead bigger. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. 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 13 counts, 13 counts. You getting paid to pounce, and that for 13 counts. I know somebody paying top to charge whoever he says. Another DA in the pop that handle all of his biz. You will see her at the courthouse, call her Fatty Willis. Charge another rapper because you know she out to get us. She even charge her president if you could pay the money. Election interference done deal for the money. She walk around looking like Chapo with the money. She got a new week, got white coat with the money, money. If you ain't no pump, holla, we want D-Trump. We want D-Trump, yeah. It's something that you need to have, because when we get revenge, we gonna kick some ass. 13 counts, got paid for every count, straight into bank accounts. Now I say is she a boat rigger, but Fatty only make my lead bigger. Now I say is she a boat rigger, but Fatty only make my lead bigger. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down.
Yeah, we got it all in there. I knew you guys would like that. Damn, it didn't even take me out. I love it. Thank you guys for coming by, hanging out. Oh, there it was in writing. Rosman, right? Yeah. Everybody, go check out MG tonight. He is doing his part 3 on the Alaska things. So, hey, you guys make sure that you go check out tomorrow morning. It's gonna be fun. We got some stuff we're gonna be talking about we couldn't talk about tonight. Well, we could have talked about it, but man, what can I say? Everybody have a wonderful night. Make sure you go check out MG. And with that, I'm gonna leave you guys just to check it all out. Peace, y'all.
Now I say is she a boat rigger, but Fatty only make my lead bigger. Now I say is she a boat rigger, but Fatty only make my lead bigger. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. 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 Vanita thought always at the beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, look to Waka Flocka, I could really do harm. For a case, I got a lot, I could blow up your spot like a bomb. But I'm looking for the one, have you seen her? She went and put my whole team under subpoena.